I begin with this truth. My mind is not passive. It is not a spectator to life. It is the cause of life. For years I thought the outer world was fixed, solid, immovable, independent of me. I believed circumstances dictated my future. I believed facts had the final say. But I discovered something far more powerful. The world is shaped from within. My mind is the workshop. My imagination is the blueprint. My feeling is the force that brings it into form. Everything begins as a thought. Before a building stands tall, it exists as an idea. Before a relationship forms, it exists as a concept. Before success becomes visible, it exists as an assumption. So I stopped trying to manipulate appearances, and I began to change the source. The source is within me. When I accept a thought as true, when I dwell on it, when I give it emotion and repetition, it begins to crystallize into experience. Not because of magic, but because consciousness is creative. I ask myself, what am I consistently thinking? What am I consistently assuming? What story am I telling about my life? If I say things never work out for me, my mind accepts that as instruction. If I say I am always supported, my mind accepts that as law. The mind does not argue, it reflects. So I become deliberate. Instead of reacting to the world, I respond from the identity I choose. I choose thoughts that align with the version of me who already has what I desire. If I desire success, I think from success. If I desire love, I think from being loved. If I desire abundance, I think from already having more than enough. I do not wait for proof. I generate it internally first. And this is where manifestation begins. Not in effort, not in struggle, but in assumption. A thought alone is a seed. Feeling is the soil. I can repeat words endlessly, but if I do not feel their reality, they remain surface level. The secret is embodiment. The secret is feeling. When I imagine a scene that implies my desire is fulfilled, I allow myself to experience it as real. I slow down. I close my eyes. I step into it. If I desire financial freedom, I imagine checking my account and feeling relief and excitement. I imagine telling someone close to me, hearing them congratulate me. I feel the gratitude. I feel the certainty. I do not strain. I do not force. I simply accept. In that moment, my nervous system cannot tell the difference between imagination and physical reality. My body responds to the imagined experience as if it is happening now. And because I am experiencing it now in consciousness, it must externalize. The outer world is delayed. The inner world is immediate. So I stop looking outside for confirmation. I turn inward for creation. When doubt appears, I do not fight it aggressively. I gently return to the feeling of the wish fulfilled. I remind myself creation is finished. My only task is to occupy the state. What is a state? It is a mindset, an identity, a version of myself. There is a version of me who struggles. There is a version of me who thrives. There is a version of me who feels overlooked. There is a version of me who feels chosen. I decide which version I am. And once I occupy that identity, my reactions change. My posture changes. My tone changes. My expectations change. Without forcing the world, I begin to move differently within it. Opportunities seem to appear. People respond differently. Ideas flow more easily. It feels natural, because it is natural. I have shifted internally. Manifestation is not about controlling others. It is about transforming self. And when I transform self, the world reorganizes to match. To manifest consistently, I live from the end. Living from the end means I no longer think of my desire as something distant. I do not say one day. I say now in consciousness. If I desire to be confident, I do not wait for confidence to arrive. I move through my day as the confident version of me. I speak with certainty. I make decisions with calm assurance. I think thoughts that a confident person would think. If I desire love, I do not chase it. I embody being cherished. I treat myself with care. I assume loyalty. I assume harmony. This is not pretending. It is selecting. Every day I select the state I will occupy. When challenges appear, I remind myself circumstances are echoes of past states. They are not permanent truths. They are shadows. I remain faithful to the inner reality. And slowly, sometimes quickly, sometimes subtly, the outer world shifts. A message arrives. An opportunity presents itself. A problem resolves unexpectedly. A door opens that once seemed locked. It feels effortless because the effort was internal. I no longer try to force manifestation through action alone. Action flows naturally from identity. When I know who I am, I know what to do. The mind is the birthplace of everything I experience, so I tend to it carefully. I feed it empowering assumptions. I rehearse desired outcomes. I speak kindly within myself. I revise memories that no longer serve me. If something unpleasant happens, I do not accept it as final. I reimagine it the way I wish it had gone. I replace the scene internally. And in time, even past impressions lose their grip. My life changes not because the world became different, but because I did. The mind is not small. It is vast. It is creative. It is divine in its capacity to shape experience. So I choose wisely. I choose thoughts that expand me. I choose feelings that elevate me. I choose identities that empower me. And as I persist in that inner alignment, my outer life reflects it faithfully. The mind manifests what it consistently accepts as true. So I accept the best. I feel the best. I assume the best. And because I do, the best unfolds.